Anybody around? Hey, shh, come closer. I have a confession. I hate to sweat. I hate it. I really don't like this exercise thing very much. And I keep thinking that this weight loss journey thing, I will like exercise more. I'll turn into a runner. I don't want to turn into a runner. I don't. And somehow, deep inside, I've kind of felt like somehow I don't stack up because of that. It's not because anything anybody has said to me. You know, all along here in the community, we talk about don't compare yourself to others, don't compare yourself to others. You got to do your stuff your own way, find your own thing, journey in weight loss, etc. We do talk about exercise and doing right for your body, etc. But, you know, there are a few folks that turn into amazing fitness people and start doing, 5Ks, 10Ks, marathons. They love running. They love fitness. They go gung-ho. They burn hundreds of calories in a workout. And, I guess it seems like I don't stack up. In my, subliminally in my head, it's like, well, gee, shouldn't I do that? Am I somehow a failure because I don't do that? I don't like it. And, well, okay, so running's not my gig. Maybe I'll try something else. Yeah, I do like some exercise better than others, but I still just don't like to pound it and get dripping wet with sweat. I don't like to, make it rain, some folks call it. So, my biggest struggle in this journey is really about moving my body. Now, I am moving my body, but I'm doing it really in moderation. And I thought I would share with you a little bit about what I'm doing to move my body. I did invest in a Fitbit, and, I started this last June with my surgery where I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week. That started a little bit, and I slacked off. And then, I've been trying to experiment with things to find the right thing, and I'll do okay for a few weeks, and then it'll slack off. And I mean, part of it is I get bored, but part of it is I have a crazy schedule, and it's hard to find things that fit. But part of it is that I just don't like to sweat, and things still hurt, and I know you got to push through some of the pain, but for me, my little moderation is doing okay. So I did buy a Fitbit last year, and I washed my first one, and I had to replace it. But starting January 1st, I decided that my commitment to myself was going to be at least 4 days a week. I was going to do at least 10,000 steps a day. And I had been working on getting 10,000 steps a day on several days up to that. 10,000 steps is a lot for me. I heard somebody, and I think it was Slap-Hand Suzanne actually, that said, 10,000 steps is an hour. For me, no, 10,000 steps is way more. I don't know if I, walk just really slow. Well, maybe I know I do walk slow. For me, a brisk pace on the treadmill is 3. More than 3, I'm running. it takes me more than an hour on the treadmill to do 10,000 steps. I can wear my Fitbit all day long, do my office work, and, have walked the office building up and down, back and forth a few times, plus spend an hour on the treadmill at my, 3.0 pace, and I might have 10,000 steps. So, anyway, I decided I was going to do at least 4 days a week, at least 10,000 steps. It didn't matter what pace I was going to do it at. I just needed to move my body. And it is here almost March 31st, and I have successfully been able to do that. Now, some weeks I've barely got my 4 days in. Some weeks I've done 5 days, and some weeks I've done 6 days. I am now going to really push myself, and in the Transformation Academy for the next 40 days, I'm going to try to push it up to, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, 7 days a week of 10,000 steps a day. Now, that's still at my moderate, at whatever pace I do it. A step is a step is a step for me. Because I went from 0 a little over a year ago. I was doing almost nothing. So I consider it a victory. I'm not worrying about target rate, heart rate. I'm not worrying about pounding it out fast. I'm just worrying about the slow and steady wins the race. Let me give you some examples. So I know people will tell you this, but park in the farthest parking space. In the old days, I would have driven around to find the closest one. Today, I'm parking in the last parking space. I gotta go up there. This is the last spot. And if I wasn't late for my hair appointment, I probably would have parked over there. But, it's a few steps. And a few steps is a few steps. And it's going to help me get closer to my 10,000. And it doesn't really mean I have to sweat too much more.
The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. The baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the strap. She turned around and made that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know,
What do you mean it's only 5, 7, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Oh, 1,000 more steps.
Saturday night, yeah, we roll like the rug and dance. Slipping and sliding on the hardwood floor, everybody got a chance. Then we rock the whole house, twist and shout till the strong taste of you. I'ma make it go. Ooh, your body, girl. Everybody hear it. Your body, girl. Make the fellas go. Ooh, your body, girl. Make the fellas go. Your body, girl. Make the fellas go. Whoa. You feeling it now? Take it slow. Slowly, turn me on.
So, the moral of the story. A lot of little things will add up, guys. I still do other things. Yes, I do Zumba every now and then. I do go to the gym sometimes. I do some personal training. I do lift a little weights. But you know, I don't go out and sweat buckets. I don't burn hours on the elliptical. I don't run. I don't do that sort of stuff. But I do work little bits and pieces in every day. You know, where I count the steps wherever I can get them. I count body movement wherever I can get them. And for me, if I had started this journey thinking that I had to do this huge amount, I think it was too discouraging for me, and it's still discouraging for me. You know, someday, maybe I'll learn to like this more. But for now, I'm not going to beat myself up that I'm not going to be a fitness queen. What I am learning to like is that I am moving my body and that I can feel the muscles and that my body doesn't hurt when it moves, and I like that I can dance and enjoy my body and feel good, and then I can get lost in the music and happy in the way that feels, and that my husband can look at me and think I'm a nut because I'm pacing back and forth, but I know that he's proud of me because I said I was going to get those damn steps in 4 days a week, and by golly, I am doing it, and that makes me feel good. So don't get discouraged by the mountain that's ahead. You know, if you're one of the fitness fantastic folks, fabulous, and man, I commend you. But if you're not, that's okay. Do a little bit more than what you did before you started, and you'll continue to get better and stronger. A year ago, I couldn't do what I'm doing. I was walking slower than I was walking now. And, you know, a year from now, I hope to be doing more. And who knows where I'll be then. So that's it. This is Dana, MsDanaGerous, for the Back to Basics Weight Loss Surgery channel. I hope you have a great Saturday. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.